Happy full moon in Cancer. I'm recording this on Monday the 17th. So it's the full moon in Cancer day. I'm going to be doing the weekly reading for Monday through Sunday the 23rd. I think I got my dates right this time. This is a really cool week. I feel like the flow is very synchronistic and just aligns perfectly with the dance of the planets and just major themes. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I'll say four major astrological aspects this week. Today is one of them. It's the culmination of the lunar cycle in Capricorn. So today we have the full moon in Cancer, and on Tuesday we have Uranus going direct after being retrograde for about 5, 6, let's see, 5 months, I think since August. Direct in Taurus. Then we have the sun shifting from Capricorn to Aquarius on Wednesday. So we'll bring in the Aquarius season. Happy Aquarius season. Last year Aquarius season was so cool. We had that stellium. And then going back to the present, Uranus always tells us to be present. We have the sun conjunct Mercury on Sunday while Mercury's in retrograde. So the conjunction's going to be in Aquarius. And yeah, so I'm going to draw the cards for the 7 days and talk about the astrological aspects. I hope everyone's having a great week and had a lovely full moon. I'm kind of happy that I got to just go the day without having any cards for the day. I'm one of those people who I don't really like outside influences. Kind of just want everything to flow. We'll go yeah. And so I mean, if it flows that I have a reading or a card for a full moon, then so be it. If not, then that's just kind of how I'm gonna have to roll. I'm not gonna get that one anyway. So hope everyone had a lovely full moon. It was a pretty interesting full moon with the moon opposite Pluto, bringing in, whoa, that was, sorry, this is fun. I love the cards. The moon opposite Pluto, which was conjunct the sun yesterday, so very intense day, I guess, with that Scorpio energy. Lots of water, fortunately. Hope everyone's staying hydrated. And yeah, so a day of purging our old self, integrating our shadow self. And since the full moon was in Cancer, that rules the stomach. That was way... I feel like I have to get this card though. Oh man. All right, we're just gonna bring in the extra cards. Oh, okay. You know, we'll do 2 cards for the full moon. Actually, you know, there's some more aspects this week, so these can be our clarifiers. And if need be, we'll have other clarifiers. Okay, sorry, that was a lot of ADHD. Yeah, so the Cancer rules the stomach, so I hope everyone was easy on themselves today. Lots of purging going on, and trying to integrate new aspects of self and remove those outdated patterns. So anyway, I kind of want to talk a little bit about the full moon energies, just like Cancer, Capricorn. A lot of people will say they're like the parental figures, which makes sense. The Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so Saturn's definitely a father figure, and you know, applies that discipline and more parental discipline. So not necessarily like authoritative, but more so for protective and like having a structure for success. And then Cancer has that maternal energy where it's very home oriented and nurturing for children. So we have those combined energies for sorry, I'm blanking, for security and emotional and financial well-being. And I feel like that was really illuminated today, and also, you know, a lot of compassion coming through, and a lot of grace with the harmony between Capricorn and Cancer. That's really all I wanted to say about the full moon. I will mention the card. We have 3 of Wands. So this is someone who is waiting on the horizon, or waiting on the edge of the horizon to take the first step in their destiny. Someone who has these passions and pursuits for creativity, and is just looking out at the abyss, and I guess just contemplating on where it might take them. I see these are actually little ships. This is over water. And I love when the wands have water in there, because you really need water to balance out the fire. A lot of fire, you know, can just really blaze things up, where the water adds the emotional aspect, and emotions can fuel our creativity and our passion. Whether positive or negative, you'll have an outlet for controlling those and transmuting those emotions. So maybe this is transmuting any emotional things that were brought up with the Cancer new moon, or sorry, misspoke, Cancer full moon. And it makes sense though, because Cancer new moon was a seed planting, full moon you reap. yeah, so any emotional positive or negatives that were brought up, we have some direction and some spiritual flow, and clearly an adventure that's about to happen. This is exciting. So keep in mind the Two of Wands is where he's in his castle and is just looking out with the world in his hands. So this is, you know, a step forward in a direction on where to fulfill your passions and your creativity from that standstill in the castle where you're just still ruminating over ideas, trying to plan. And here we're just ready to go. We have everything planned and packed. We just gotta take the first step into the unknown, which Tuesday, Uranus Direct. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. The lightning, flashes of genius that disrupt the construct of whatever was, the Tower energy of chaos being from uncontrollables and breaking down the structure, like everything's falling apart. But looking at the cards, it's falling into amazing harmony. So this is just a really nice, this is nice for Cancer full moon. So Uranus Direct. Uranus is our major rebel who is here to revolutionize and break free from any of the Saturnian influences that are just mundane and outdated and traditional, in the sense of not having forward thinking. So something that just like repeats the cycle but doesn't break the cycle. Like it's not like even expanding, it's literally just in like a tiny circle with the same radius. Uranus comes in, breaks that, opens it up, and literally breaks free. A lot of people will, this is kind of like a world crashing down card, but once everything's crashed and in shambles, you have to rebuild. So clearly a sudden change of events, which is very Uranus stationing direct in Taurus, which is our second house collectively, which is all about our personal resources, our money, possession, what we hold value to, and our own self-worth and self-esteem. So I had like a really enlightening discussion about second house, and I wrote down one of the exchanges, which was invest your energy toward what you value, and also reevaluate your self-worth. So those are themes of Uranus retrograde, and breaking free. I'm just gonna look at my notes really quick. Uranus, like I said, will help us break free from the Saturnian influences, but also help us understand where we can seek freedom in areas of obstinacy and our comfortable ruts. We're finding new freedom in sensuality, in luxury, and our financial securities with the direction in Taurus. Financial securities, even like intangible securities of finance, like it goes back to what you value. Is money actually something that you see as like financial security? I mean, that sounds crazy, but could you also like value respect and loyalty over the financial exchanges in relationships in particular? I forgot to mention the moon is in Leo on Tuesday, and Uranus here to help us get unstuck. That is the theme of Uranus retrograde and stationing direct. We're getting unstuck in whatever rut. Call yourself all out on your patterns. I had to make a to-do list where it's like, change. Instead of this, do this. Could be that simple. And it might break your current structure, but that's how Uranus moves forward and keeps it original. So another theme is expect the unexpected. Clearly. Expect the unexpected with a lightning bolt. Better watch out. Oh, I love the lightning bolts. Gotta get some Jupiter with the lightning. Okay, so freedom, independence, originality. These are all themes of Uranus and finding our inner genius. I really think there's going to be some kind of flash of whatever that could potentially break down the tower and get you back down to the ground level. The moon will be opposite Mercury, so Mercury's retrograde in Aquarius at the moment, heading towards Capricorn, moon in Leo. I think this could make us a little sensitive to details. Maybe details for our current projects. Aquarius is pretty project oriented, so and Leo very much has a lot of passion for projects, so just be mindful of maybe just overthinking something, and could be a good day to just stick to routines so that you don't go down the I'm saying the rabbit hole with Aquarius. Okay. Wednesday, we have the moon in This is the day the sun shifts from ambition structure to abstract structure in Aquarius, where we are committed to futurism. Ooh, and we have the Chariot. So there's a lot of spiritual direction. We have movement in a direction for innovation, and our emotions are fueled. We have a lot of spiritual influences. I'm seeing Egyptian influences. We have the Seeker in Quidditch, aka the Messenger Mercury. You have full control of your project. Despite what might happen on Tuesday with Uranus retrograde, I'm seeing, I always try to do sorry, I'm trying to, lighting feels off. I'm always trying to see things from a really optimistic lens of growth and integration. And sometimes those lesson learned cards and aspects are truly blessings in disguises that allow us to see things in a new light. Uranus coming in with that Aquarian flow, and we have the Aquarian flow definitely a huge wave. The Chariot is the Cancer equivalent, and we got water coming in, a lot of water, lots of water. Some things about Aquarius. I forgot to write the date. I have my calendar here. So sun will be in Aquarius until, I'll do another video, probably like a reel on this for the Aquarius reading. But the sun will be in Aquarius until the 18th of February. So freedom and seeking freedom from a sovereignty perspective. Sagittarius is definitely a freedom-minded zodiac sign, and I kind of noted earlier that that's more of a philosophical freedom and open-mindedness. Sagittarius and Aquarius definitely, I feel like that those vibe really well together. But I sense the Aquarian freedom is super in sovereignty. So being your individual self, really bringing in your unique gifts, which gifts and skills are something of our second house. Also our learning ability. It's like the I have house. So I have a beanie, but I have crystals, I have cards. But I also have a learning ability for cards, and a learning ability for the zodiac wheel. So That's just an example. It would be interesting to hear if anyone sees, I don't know, oh dang it, I lost my train of thought on that. Okay. Their commitment to their intellectual pursuits, and seeing if there was like a dramatic shift or something surfacing as we enter this Aquarius season and ride the Uranus wave into the sun wave of the water bearer, who brings in a more vivid and futuristic approach to uncharted territory. We got to navigate. This is navigating the uncharted territory of Aquarius season. And with Uranus, we never know. There could be the complete reversal of plans. Or I like to think of like Uranus as one of those, like, could literally cause like a polar shift in like the electromagnetic frequency. Like that's how potent Uranus can be. Unpredictable too. So another theme of the second house, sorry, I'm going back to the second house, but there was another exchange where it was more in lines of using your skills, resources, and interest in making those sacred by offering an intention in engaging the work so that it benefits all sentient beings. And I think that really plays into Uranus and Aquarius themes of humanitarianism and reforming structures so that it benefits all people. And looking at this, I see a lot of people that are going to benefit from Aquarius season. And anything, I'm seeing some overriding with progressive acceptance, controlling movement in a new direction. That's interesting. This might be a long reading. I'm really trying to not make this that long. We were starting off and we hadn't made a first step. Maybe there's something that happens before we think we're going to make this one move, something abrupt like from Uranus Direct happens, and we change course that's more fully aligned with all sentient beings. The Egyptians coming through for that. Moon is opposite Saturn, so that's a stay the course card. You're making a direction, you gotta stay the course. And I also wrote exertion of spiritual fire towards innovation, because the moon will be in Leo and Saturn still in Aquarius. A good day to budget. No new weird outfits. I think that was a note to self. Okay. Thursday, we have the moon entering Virgo, and the moon will be trine Mars, and the moon will be trine Mars when the moon's still in Leo. So the moon enters Virgo. Let me just double check the time at okay, so this is way in 3 a.m. in the morning. Moon will be trine Eastern Standard Time. Moon will be trine Mars. So we have some harmonious and cheerful flows bringing in the beginning of the day. We have the Lovers, and I'm seeing a lot of passion and love beaming in. Divine union and integration of self. The Lovers can be self-love or external love. Depending on where you're at, you could fully love yourself, but you need to stay the course with your self-love so that you can bring in your divine counterpart, or you're with your divine counterpart and this is an affirmation. So we started with this project, and sudden shift. There's a direction that we're going in that's more aligned to the spiritual flow. Leads us to divine union of self and other. Lots of love. There's this love. This is choosing love over fear. Symmetry. Also choices. There's clearly some kind of decision. What direction? Maybe you're driving cross country. To volcano. I don't know. Moon opposite Jupiter. This is when the moon's going to be in Virgo, opposite Jupiter and Pisces. This is a harmonious aspect, even though it's opposition. Jupiter, optimism, and then Virgo, innocence and service really match well together. However, the only thing is the possibility for Jupiter to just expand everything out of proportion, so it doesn't really doesn't really sit. So expansion of, could go both ways. So enjoyment in service, or so much that like your service isn't, you're not enjoying it. So just be mindful of over analyzing and being critical about Jupiter's tendency to inflate any and everything. Oh, that just made me remember, Uranus is a bull in a china shop right now. There we go. Okay. Good day for just clearly steeping in happiness, and with union is wisdom. Whatever love that's coming through is of grace and wisdom. And happiness. This is a happy day. Okay, so we have 3 more days. We have the weekend. Project, moving in direction, abundance of love. And then we're meeting up with Moon and Virgo and the Queen of Wands. The elegant, bold, fierce, independent, and intuitive leader of the Queen of Wands. This person is kind and has a ton of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom coming in. It's literally shattering a structure. The moon will be trine Uranus this day, and with the trine in Uranus, we have a potential for true originality and really being our authentic selves and using our emotions to be our authentic self, because our emotions aren't going to go away. It's just a matter of how we transmute them and funnel them. Day to inspire others and tap into, I wrote tap into light codes and we got the Queen of Wands. Tap into light codes, and also a need to center and ground our feelings. Uranus is asking us to always stay present, even though it's so forward thinking. Even Aquarius forward thinking, you still have to anchor in all those insights and downloads from the future into the now, and stay present. Stay present for your cat. Lots of passion and creativity. This is really pretty. Moon trine Venus. So this is more of an aspect for being aware of aesthetics and having, with the moon in Virgo, I'm going to say having a need to tidy and organize for aesthetics. Always nice to have a clean space, and that's a form of self-care and self-love. So that's Venus through and through, and valuing your self-worth occurs with yourself first and foremost. Knowing your self-worth, and giving that to yourself is where it's just the first step to having that from other relationships. Okay, on Saturday, we are then going to meet the moon entering Libra, and we have justice. This is Libra. We have the scales, and we have balance scales. This is justice. This is, whatever wrongs or rights are weighed, and justice can really see with the heart and the intention. We have a day where this is really friendly and just a calm and gentle reminder. Maybe you felt as if there was injustice done to you, or you're recognizing you had done an injustice on another person, and whatever that is met with reconciliation. Ruling for balance and order, and, for lack of a better word, justice. It's just that word in itself really holds true to the right thing, and allocating energy towards the right thing, which is love. Moon will be opposite Neptune, so there's a tendency to be a little sensitive. That's when the moon will be in Virgo, and then moon will be trine Capricorn when the moon's in Virgo. Let's see, the moon will enter Libra at 5 p.m., so it's later in the day. Moon trine Pluto. We can have probably like another day of, I'm gonna say there could be another purging and cleansing day. Probably drink a lot of water, or even do like a juice cleanse. Also a harmonious flow for romance, and with the moon entering Libra, friendships. Moon square Mars. So Moon still in Virgo, square Mars. I wrote this, since Virgo aligns to the Hermit, I wrote that this could be a day where you meet others in their solitude to instill passions, and just because the Mars and Sagittarius is passion driven and does kind of combat structure, but we already laid the groundwork for structure for Mars and Sagittarius with Capricorn season. So I was talking about having a workout regimen to keep us going through, because Mars and Sagittarius really wants us to be active. And Saturday could be a day where you meet someone else in their workout regimen. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. It could also just be, that could just be an analogy to whatever. I don't know how you ingest the readings, but that's kind of how I go. I'm like, okay, this, that, water. Oh, could, with the square, potential for emotional thinking, and emotional thinking in the sense of just dwelling on something, and could be some impulsiveness, but not as impulsive as Uranus Direct. That's sorry, I'm trying to gauge the whole day, because we also have Moon in Mercury. So there's, or Moon trine Mercury when the Moon enters Libra. So there's some decisions that are being made. Some decisions. I think that's the core theme. Decisions being made, and it could be the impulsiveness could bring out, like, there's a decision in this impulsive to the decision that was really just the proper allocation of, I don't know if this is just redundant, but proper allocation of distribution. Okay. Another day for socializing. I think I already said that. Okay. Sunday, we have the Moon in Libra all day. This is the day the Sun is conjunct Mercury in Sagittarius and Mercury retrograde. Oh, this is a day for epiphanies. This is the star day. The star showing up again. Here to, ooh, this is happening in Aquarius too. Dang. Where do you bear water? That's what one of my friends brought up, which I thought was just really beautiful. What house is Aquarius for you? Collectively, it's the 11th house, so it's all about, you know, friendships and, yeah, there's like a lot of popularity in 11th house. Partnerships. Isn't it business? I have to check. I need my notes at all times. I was gonna say that. I'm still learning a lot. So thanks everyone for all the support, and this is just a humbling practice, and I'm humbled by the cards and humbled by the support, and just really appreciative and grateful to be in this space where I can do this. And so thank you, and thank you, Star. So epiphanies, being yourself, and having it in the perfect flow to where we can water things that are going to grow. Water things that are going to grow. That's relating back to the self-worth, which is also what Venus retrograde is asking us in terms of similar, like, you know, self-worth, but relationships. And I think with Taurus, maybe more so like I think it's more personal. Relationships outwards seems more Capricorn retrograde. Integrating and transmuting the duality in ourself. So we have the light out here, and we also have the light in here, in our heart space, and we need to fully just align the two and be your authentic self so that you radiate like the stars. You radiate your essence, and have your skills and your resources allocated towards things that will be beneficial to all sentient beings. Some kind of project coming through. Also day for details and integrating egoic needs for I want to say just interfaces. So it could even be just an interface between a conversation or interface between how you handle technology. So being mindful of those interfaces so that they're more innovative and beneficial to everyone. There's a commitment with Saturn in Aquarius, a commitment for the future, a humanitarian future, and innovation. How can you be mindful of your interfaces so that it truly benefits others and you're not depleting yourself? Getting like the Hanged Man sense where it's like a big pause. Whatever pursuit you're going on is one of ingenuity, genius, mental clarity, and swiftness. This person's so light on their feet that I really feel like whatever the pursuit is, it's really aligning with the themes of freedom and sovereignty, and going with the wind. The swords are air, but also leading to abundance and prosperity, happiness, fulfillment, in material possessions, personal, sorry, I want to say personal resources. And like I said earlier, personal resources don't necessarily have to be a tangible thing. Could just be like an energetic connection towards I'm getting out of my mind. That didn't make any sense. Okay, this is getting to be a long reading. No, I'm not even gonna expand on that. Okay. Moon square, for your own discernment, after this I'm gonna be thinking about it, so Moon square Venus, tension between socializing and personal goals. Oh, that's why the Hangman came up. Take a break, unplug and relax is what Venus would like us to do on this day. Sometimes it's taking care of yourself so that you can align with others and be met with the same energy and love that you put out in the world is needed. I really think that's going to be the case. It seems like there's a lot of freedom to be yourself in this, and then it's met with like divine acceptance and recognition for that. On Monday or Sunday, Moon trine Saturn, who's asking us to be patient with, let's see, Moon's in Libra, so new levels of partnerships. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap it up and say thank you, and I will be posting a Saturn into Aquarius reading on my Instagram page, and that's about it. I haven't even posted the pindies on the website. There's a lot of things I have to do with my website, and I'm hoping to get to a place where I can accomplish that. But I thank everyone for their time, and I hope this is helping you navigate your week, and I hope everyone had a lovely full moon, and I really wish everyone the best week, and whatever Tower influences happen, know that there's always that one day in the week that, you know, really is kind of abrupt and dramatic, but we have a really, really nice week ahead of us. And the star on Sunday. All right, thank you so much. Happy Aquarius season, and I hope everyone has a lovely week.